Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. We just killed Magda. I've just swapped over one of my shields. I say one of my shields, we've got plenty of shields, but that's the one we're actually going to be using. I don't think there's anything else really that I want to switch out at this time. We are going to open up this heraldic chest. This would actually give us a lot of extra toughness for a little bit of damage loss, so that's probably worth it just for my sanity. Right, what have we got in here? A shield. A shield. What shield could that be? Can anyone guess? It's Covenant's Criterion. I know it's Covenant's Criterion. So it's actually definitely worth us changing over to it. So we'll have that for now. And it looks pretty cool. I like Covenant's Criterion. It's a decent design shield. It's got those greeny eyes. None of these are really that interesting for us, so we'll get them swapped over. Just have a quick look at this. Yeah, that's fine. I can ignore that for now. That's just my insurance company talking about my pet. Amos, who is sat just down here, being a happy chappy for the evening. He is our co-pilot. Right, let's sort out the gems that I've actually got in my kit. We don't want that. Get that gone. I'm going to get in the habit of actually putting diamonds in things where possible, and where not diamonds, rubies. Because ultimately that's what we're going to be going for. Going for the extra survivability from the diamonds. Let's tidy these up properly. Okay, so we were going to go and kill the Skeleton King. That was it. Nice, fun little trip to the Royal Crypts. Now, I always feel a little bit bad for people that have come down here and like they're actually remembering they're dead. They've put all these pots down. Some of them with ashes, some of them with money. To pay the ferryman or whatever it is that they believe. And then adventurers like me come along and just start destroying everything. It can't be a good life. I'm wondering if maybe I should get an interim weapon to do a little bit more damage. I think I'm actually going to do that. Let's run back to town very quickly and just see if we can make something other than hack, because we've got hack a number of levels ago. Yeah, it's a level 35 thing. We're level 39 now. So, an axe is a reasonable option. Flail would be 38. Let's go for the really slow but highly damaging ones, because then Falling Sword can one-shot things. I think that's what we're going to do. And this is just to tide us over a little bit. Yeah, 31% extra damage. Even switching this across for Heavenly Strength, we're still going to have that extra damage. So, Hack, you are now the first thing that we have sat waiting to go into the cube. And that is just waiting to go into the cube. It's not... That's not where I needed to go. Should have town portaled back rather than taking the damn thing. Right, where are we going? Act 1. Try this again. 4 minutes in and I'm already falling over myself. Does mean that it's going to be much slower, but I think it's fine for the extra damage increase. And of course, now we're blocking things with Covenant's Criterion. Hey, no double things. That's cheating. So, Falling Sword. He's got 220,000. 195. That was a decent chunk of health that came off right there. Just basically face tanking that cold blast. That's how we roll these days. Run in and just ignore everything. Yeah, doing decent damage. Just watching those little critical numbers come up. $31.5k, yeah. I mean, it's miles away from the millions that we will end up doing, of course. But it's nice seeing it grow. It's like a little thing that you tend to your character's DPS. If you feed it every day, it'll grow up big and strong. Yeah, whatever, Leoric. We're getting distracted by killing your minions. Yeah, let's back out of that for a second. I mean, it's not actually that slow a thing to have happen. Oh, yeah. There are more efficient ways of getting to level 70, and I know that, but I love playing like this. I feel if you skip all of this and you really like try and push it super fast, you're missing a lot of what you've paid for in the game. And also, it's the fun of trying to find things along the way that will change your playstyle. I've never played with Final Witness before. It's only because I had it early on that I thought, you know what, let's see how it goes, and I really quite like it. It's certainly giving me a lot more control over things than I would have expected. And also, we're getting a good amount of experience from these. We're leveling up pretty damn quickly. That's almost an entire level from just one section. Haha, surprised you! Never get old. Yeah, so we could swap Falling Sword for Akarat's Champion, or we could swap Shield Glare for Akarat's Champion, but we wouldn't really get much benefit from it at this point. Right, 10 levels to go, we'll finish off the Chapter 1 of the season journey. We'll ignore those guys. Hold your ground is one of the skills I want to go for. But we'll probably see if we can try and get that in our Hellfire Amulet. So, level 40 Leoric. Touch the skeleton. Cormac, you stand in the way of him. No, Cormac, you stand... Cormac. Yeah, you stand that way. And then when he comes down all angry like, you get in the way. And I'll... let's let him do his initial bit. And then we'll start the 2.2 million grind. 10% done. We're pretty solid at this. I think we should be fine for most of it. $1.7 million to go. Hey there, Dave. Welcome to the stream, and thank you very much. Played a little bit on Friday, so there's a couple of episodes in between then and now that haven't yet gone up. But yeah, we're carrying on with our character. Just hit level 40. And we're working on that season journey. Which character type are you going to go for this season? I may have already asked this, but it doesn't hurt to ask again. Nah. May not be charmable, but he's certainly blindable. $1.1 million. He is half dead. Well, nearly half dead. Now he's half dead. Ooh, nice. I was very tempted to try out a dart-based Witch Doctor. Because I haven't yet found a type of Witch Doctor that I really like. I always feel like I'm never quite doing them correctly. Alley up. No, I'd say we've pretty much got this in the bag. Unless he does something really unexpected. Which is always possible, I guess. We're probably not going to get 3 levels from it, though. Ooh, just a little bit more to go. You can feel him faltering. Falling sword. Bang. Didn't quite finish him off with the falling sword, but it was close as damn it. Right. So that ticks off the fly to New Tristram. We still need to reach level 50, of course. So let's push on into Act 3, and we'll do some more bounties. Gotta actually go the correct way. I so often just end up walking up onto the battlements and ignoring where the map's telling me to go. Interesting. I always thought if you killed these guys, then it might interrupt the ritual. Apparently not. I mean, that Colossal Golgor, he is pretty colossal. Fire chains. First time seeing them this season. All the memories of things that I hate coming back. There's one gone. Getting the old charm action in there so that these guys start attacking each other rather than me. Right. Another group gone. So, you, I see you standing at the back. I just love Blessed Shield Combust so much. It is such a good thing. I think Obis the Mighty is actually just up there, so let's build up some Wrath. You alright, Amos? Where are you going? Yeah, there he is. Obis the not very mighty. That was me activating the plus 50% critical chance and then dropping a falling sword with dudes on him. So there wasn't much that he could really do about it. I see them coming up behind. Really, I'm looking for a nice big... Whatever, these guys will do. Yeah, they're not really clustering together enough for me to do my stop, drop, and drop. Like that. That was alright. It's only 3, but it's still satisfying. Come back! I want to stab you. Or your friend. So we've got the advantage of using Punish and heightened senses at the moment, which is why we get that lovely red glowing eyes on our shield. I think it goes very well with the aesthetic. I'm actually going to try and pin some of these guys down, because they will be annoying if I just leave them. (41). 2 more levels and we can... 2 more levels and we can make ourselves a level 70 weapon. Might need to tactically extract like that. Molten Juggernaut. He's not going to be stopped by much. Maybe a shield in the face. Okay. We've actually nearly done this one. So it's not terrible. It's not terrible at all. That'll do it. We'll just make the area safe and then we can move on to the next bounty. So what's everyone been up to today? Has it been a day of work, a day of school, a day of gardening? It's been work for me, much as is the normal way of life. Let's move on to Bounty Blood Ties. What's the best hardcore class? So my personal favourite class is the Wizard. But the best hardcore class is probably going to be the Barbarian. Get yourself a Leapquake Barbarian. Jump around like an absolute loon. You will have a blast. But my favourite class is the Wizard, but it's very much glass cannon, glass cannon, glass cannon. You're asking for trouble if you do that, which is perfectly fine. I mean, that suits the way I play. But Leapquake is so much fun, and it is surprisingly survivable. There are probably more survivable classes out there and more survivable builds, but it's the one I would go for the most enjoyment, as well as not having to worry about dying. Ooh, I prefer the Crusader. I prefer the Crusader. I love the Necromancer, don't get me wrong. But I think it's the whole it's the Phalanx Ghosts. It's the Phalanx Ghosts and the Bombardments. The Crusader just feels like a little bit more of a stupid class, and I really like that about it. Ooh, 40k models. What army do you collect? It's been a long time since I've played, but I did used to play. This could be painful. Whoop. Right, we need to get out of here before another one of those things goes off. Another one's going off. Activate Iron Skin. I think we're going to die. Oh, Jesus Christ. Tactical retreat time. Brown trousers. 1. I'm not familiar with the Black Templars. Is that part of the Inquisition? It has been a very long time since I've played. Right, we've got our cheap death back, so we're fine. We're not gonna die. Panic over. I know, it's so close. Here's me saying, oh, the wizard, it's a glass cannon, but that plays to the way I like to play, fast and dangerous, and then I immediately get myself trapped without a way of getting out. Go me. Go me indeed. I really want the illusory boots. They are going to be part of this build. But it wouldn't be a season with me in it if there wasn't at least one brown trouser moment now and then. Level 42, one more level and we can make ourselves a level 70 weapon. And hope it rolls with the level reduction requirement on it. That's really what's going to make it worthwhile. Without that, it's just a level 70 item that we can't use. Oh! There's a Space Marine chapter. I used to play Space Wolves. I mean, they do sound kind of like a Space Wolf chapter, so yeah, it does make a lot of sense. I wonder how much I could make the Crusader look like a Space Marine. I reckon you could probably do a good job with some of the bigger armor transmogs. And that helmet from StarCraft. Right, get this guy gone. This is all just to get to level 2 of the barracks. This isn't actually what we're supposed to be doing yet. Woo! Right. Everything calm? Everything calm. Let's use that. That's better. Any of these, but this is better for you, so you can just use that. That's even better, so use that. We're not really looking to gear Cormac up yet, but we will try and give him something to work with now and then. Right, now that I've suitably settled in my brown trousers, let's push on. Up and down. Yeah, get the ones that resurrect killed straight away. I'll tell you one thing, not entirely related to Diablo. I went over to visit a friend just over the weekend, and I got to see the latest incarnation of Gauntlet. And I have to say, despite the repetitive nature of the gameplay, I am really impressed by how they've managed to modernize it without losing the feel of Gauntlet. Because I used to play Gauntlet quite a lot as a kid, in the arcades, and also, well, I suppose it would have been the Amstrad that I was playing it on. But my friends had an Acorn, a Commodore, etc., etc. And it always had that very much frantic, you're always going to die, it's just how far can you get feel. And they've managed to keep it feeling very true to the same while like bringing in some slightly more modern gameplay mechanics. I like what they've done with it. Very, very cool. That was on Steam. And the other thing that I saw from that was just how good Steam Link can be. Because they had their machine in another room and they were playing with controllers on their TV via another Steam Link setup. And it was smooth. It was very smooth. So I might have to look into that for my home setup. Get a bit of sofa gaming in. Not to do any Diablo that way, because I think Diablo with a controller would be an abomination to man. Apologies for everyone who plays on a console. I pity you, and I don't feel bad saying that. I'm glad you get to experience Diablo, but it's not the way it's meant to be played. Just like Diablo's not meant to be played on mobile. Hashtag controversial, hashtag Diablo Immortal, etc, etc. It's heresy, yes. Brother, the blaspheming heathens have come before us. We must smite them in their mobile game before they spread their ilk amongst us. I'll tell you who I used to love. I never played them myself, but I used to love the Imperial Guard. Just for the whole, you've got your like super ultra amazing Marine in one place, and then you've got 12 Imperial Guard for about the same cost. And they're not terrible, but they're so tiny in comparison. It's like, oh guys, you're so cute. They were like pets. That's how I saw them. I saw them like pets. Right. Let's forge. Not a fist weapon. A level 70 flail. We can do a few of these, but I really would rather do one. And then try and roll the level requirement reduction into it without spending too many resources. So maximum wrath could get... Oh, it can only go down by 30. Oh, which would take it to level 40. So I could have done it at level 40. I always get that wrong. I thought it only went down as far as 27. Oh well. So yeah, it's just going to take some resources. We can keep trying again and again and again. I'll take 4 maximum wrath because it's moving us closer to nothing. 130 experience, sure. 8 maximum wrath. 10 maximum wrath. Now we're getting pricey. We can do this about 20 more times. Not liking our chances at the moment. Oh goody! We can use it at level 67. We're reaching the point where we might actually run out of money before we can do anything worthwhile with it. I'll keep trying though. Nope, that is it. Well, that did not go according to plan. So, other options. We can't actually make any further ones of those. So now we'll look a bit closer to our current level instead. We'll just have to upgrade as we go. So level 43. We could get a regular sword and just try and go a bit faster. It's a 5 level difference between the weapons, so it's probably worth us doing that. Yeah, why not? So it looks like we lose a bit of damage, but really we're going to be gaining. Because when we change over to this, and then we change off Heavenly Strength, we're gaining attack speed, we're gaining the cooldown reduction, and we're gaining 20% damage as well. So it does make quite the difference. And then, of course, we're going to put gems and things in. So let's salvage up all of this stuff, except for this, of course. There's no point in us holding on to this. We're not really going to have much opportunity to try and make it better. So that's just going to go. And you can go in there, and we'll take one of these out. Alakazam. Yeah, that's very true, Paul. I mean, I try and look on the positive side of things. Every other season, I've forgotten to try and do this until much, much later, and it's always felt like it's not really been worth it. Here, it might have made a difference, but it's really very, very little difference overall. Yeah, let's get extra strength in there. In fact, no, let's... Oh, sorry, it's all going to change soon. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, he says. Right, we were clearing out the barracks. Let's carry on with that rather than get too distracted. Boom, 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 boom. It does mean we're going to be falling swording 15% faster. So that's definitely a positive thing. And also, I want to get in the habit of having the one-handed weapons so that I get used to the speed of it. Yeah, definitely like the feel of this. Right, what do we got going in? Blind him a little bit. It feels so fast, but I know it can get even faster. So we're going to have Pain Enhancer. And part of that's going to be to keep our attack speed up. And I just get the feeling that it's going to really make everything shoot all over the place. We're going to be Blessed Shielding all the time. We're not going to be using Punish at all. At that point, but still, it does get affected by the attack speed increase. Ah, very good point. Thank you very much, Paul. What would I do without you? So, sheepishly, heading back to the start. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Da-dum-de-dum. See, here was me thinking I could just like charge on in and not even care about what's going on. Right. Let's find him properly.
Many centuries ago, King Corsic built Bastion's Keep to pen the barbarian threat in the north. After years of military disasters, the frustrated king led a large army out of the fortress and into the north to conquer the barbarians once and for all.
It might be that we've not seen him yet. Or did I just walk past him and not spot him? No, I don't think we found him yet. Unless he's upstairs. Is he upstairs? I hope he's not upstairs. We'll find out. We'll find out. It could have been that there was something else similar there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Worst case scenario, I can go back a level and then come back in, but we'll figure it out. Check around the. Actually, no. Let's kill this guy first. Desperately trying to keep on top of my health regen with all of this. Let's back out for a second. Oh, no, more of them. It's got a good amount of health, 660,000. I love how quickly we cycle through our wrath in this mode, though. Definitely prefer the one-handeds at the moment. Alright. We'll find where this guy is. Maybe that's in there, dead. Probably not. Earlier. And back down. That didn't do nearly as much as I was hoping. A very disappointing falling sword. Very disappointing. Because it's got a point on the end. Okay, no, that was weak. Pretend I didn't say that. Just like, wind your memory back a couple of minutes and scrub it out. I love language humor. Language humor is the best kind of humor. Well, that's definitely the end. Oh, I do have the guard following me. Look. Look, he is following. So I just need to find his friend. There he is. That's so weird. I mean, they've probably got it set up so if you ignore him, he automatically follows you just so that you can't fail to do it. But yeah, you were right. I did completely ignore the guy. And I paid the price by confusing the game. Huzzah!
Thank you, stranger. His family would never forgive me if I came back home without him.
And that takes us to level 44. Right, well, that's going to be a good point for us to finish this episode off. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you are continuing to enjoy these, despite my varied levels of incompetence. If you are liking these videos, be sure to give a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Diablo 3. See you soon.